Fakes left, now taken off. Oh, run for it, got it! There it goes! The 6 or the 10 to 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 13 of the Buds Mafia podcast. Nice little chill after dinner time Monday night here after a good weekend, good golf yesterday, which we can break down in a little bit here. But how's your weekend, Jackson? What'd you get up to?
Not much. I was on afternoon, so I worked till 11:15 on Friday, came home, went straight to bed because I had to get up early to go get my forklift license on Saturday morning at my work. So I worked 7 to 1. And then Saturday night went to wedding ceremony for my fiance's cousin, which was fun. Very loud, but fun. I really enjoyed it. And then Sunday woke up, went to band practice with the Mount Nemo Rattlers, still in name in progress. My mom actually, it's funny because we found quite a few snakes in our basement, and my mom calls our basement the snake pit. And I was like, that's even a better name. Hate to flame the band, but that's a better name. And then, Sunday afternoon, went out, played around with the boys. Unfortunately, Ryan got the best of me on the 16th hole. We didn't get to play full 18 though, so doesn't count. Not going towards the history books, but yeah. Other than that, what about you, brother?
So Thursday, I actually played simulator golf again. That was the match number 3, I think. And it was me and Matt versus Carter and Nick Vu. And they were definitely favored a little bit just because Nick's like playing like a scratch golfer right now. Like he's unbelievable. But I was playing okay. I shot 86, which I wasn't too mad about, but simulator golf, so take that as you will. But played good, but Vu shot, he was 200 through like 15. So he shot even and we got absolutely killed. Carter, I'm going to make some money off Carter. Just for that guy has a content machine. I'm going to put a camera in front of that man anytime I can. I'm like Bob. I'm content first, and Carter can be my Joey Kolkas because he's so stupid. But he's incredible. He's just
the video of him could not stop laughing. I rewatched it like 10 times of trying to stay humble, pretty hard. So you could call it a slaughter. It's pretty bad right now.
He's just a clown.
And then out of nowhere, the next story was it's getting close.
Well, we pressed after 9 because I think we were down 8 through 9, so we pressed. Yeah, we got killed. And again, I was just bogeying and parring holes, and so was Matt. But then, like, if Vu didn't hit a birdie putt, like Carter did, so then we got killed. But then on the back 9, we were even through 17, 190 uphill hole par 3. I wasn't hitting my long irons well, so I brought out my driver just to literally just play the slice like crazy. Because my driver, when I hit it like smooth and just like take some off it will go like 190, 200. So I was like, okay, I want to get it over there because they're not in a good spot. And I just pot flied it and went 2 feet into the water. So then that was the match. So then they won. But yeah, then Friday, I had our beer league. We had a team party. I think I had like 20, 25 beers. And I was feeling horrible Saturday. Then I drove up to London to see my girl. And then, then came home Sunday morning feeling a little bit better. Then the real match was between Chris and Nick, who I'm going to talk about them later and not in the best way. Love them both, but we'll talk about them later on. But they're both like 50 handicaps.
They don't have a handicap. There's no handicap for them. I
thought Nick was going to pull it off, but he just time limit right now.
The bloody nose sewered him.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. But then Chris came back and won on 16. And then we went to 17 because the sunlight was running down. And we both me and you hit the shot in the same spot. And then you just missed a putt. So then I took the dub.
I missed a 6-foot par putt. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, so I think I calculated our scores. I think our stroke play were pretty even. I think you were beating me by stroke play, but I think
to shoot like 92. I shot 44 I shot 44 on the front, and then we tied like 4 holes on the back with 7s.
Yeah, with 7s. Yeah, it was horrible.
But for the first round of the year, a 44 on the front, I'll take.
Yeah, I think you were. Yeah, you were 44 on the front. I was 45. And then through 17, I think I calculated you were, 87 and I was 88, something like that. We were like one off.
Yeah, on pace to shoot like 92-ish.
Which I'll take. In those conditions, it was wet as shit. And again,
Cold as
cold
fuck.
first day of the year. I'll take a low mid-90s round all day at that point for first round of the year.
Currently just snowing, so
I did not know that. I haven't left my basement since I got home. So
here we go. We're making good on the promise of getting back up to see the family.
I didn't promise anything. I just told you what the facts were. If anything, I've spent less time with my family. I eat my dinner faster. I sleep longer, and that's just what happens. Getting into the NHL now, there's not much Leaf action. I mean, they had 2 massive wins. Florida last Wednesday, definitely closer than I would have wanted it to be, but still, we'll take the dub. Florida, man, people are saying they're tanking so they play us. I think that's stupid. I think people are just being stupid, but who knows? I mean, I'd rather play Ottawa. I'm not going to start the "we want Ottawa" chants just because that happened very well last time when we said we want Florida chants. But I will say I'd rather play hurt Brady Tkachuk Ottawa team than Florida team, where I know Matthew Tkachuk is also out and Barkov's out right now. But I think they're in playoffs, so I think it's for precautionary reasons. But yeah, big win, huge game by Marner. Again, 2 massive plays to seal it. Huge game by Stolarz, and that's a big 2 points we got.
They look great. I only got to watch a bit of it because I was at work, which, like, slow days at work, amazing for hockey, especially when they're on the West Coast. 10:30 start. I take break at 11:45. That's my last break. So I catch the tail end of the game. It's beautiful. Love it. Early start, not so nice. Dude, my first break. My first break is at 8:45 on Monday to Thursday. And if they play like a Monday or a Wednesday night game at 7:00, every single time I get into the break room, it's always like the first or the second intermission. And it sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah. Still, huge game from Stolarz back to back. And I think I love what Berube's doing. So he's played in back to back games. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays against Florida again tomorrow. We have 7-8 games left, something like that, maybe even less. And Stolarz looking unbelievable right now. So, you got to get him ready for playoff hockey. You can't be doing 1-1 every single time. If he's the best goalie, you got to play him like you would in a playoff schedule, especially at this time of the year. And he played great, shutout against Columbus. But, we said these stats on the golf course, but I'll remind you guys that last time the Leafs have clinched 3 playoff series in a row. It was 1967 to 1959. Hang the banner.
9 years in a row. You said 3.
I said
roll the tape on this one. Roll the tape on this one.
I'm gonna
roll the tape on this one.
We'll cut it and voice over. Whatever. 9 years in a row, like I said. And then last time Boston Detroit missed playoffs was also 1967.
Huge. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Leaf fans are getting really cocky on Twitter, and I don't like it. We've accomplished dick all.
I hate it.
We can still lose the division. Like, we're in a great spot. But, we play our next 3 games are Florida, Tampa, and Montreal. Like, if we go 0-3 or get, 1 point.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. Florida, Ottawa is currently battling Florida for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, they're 2 points behind them, or maybe 4 points.
It's crazy. No, I think Ottawa's at 90, Florida's at 92, and then Tampa's at 94, and we're at 98.
98, yeah. So, yeah, I get both. Columbus, great game. Nylander, 2 goals. Hopefully, I'd love if he got close to 50. He's at 43, 44 right now. He definitely, I know it's a lot to ask, 6 goals in 7-8 games, but he's on pace right now.
Yeah, we got an apology for Matthews too. He had 30 goals with the amount of time off and the injuries and shit. I think we can throw out.
I'm not apologizing for Dick.
All right,
30 goals in 60 something.
I forgot you were an amazing goal scorer when you played hockey. That's my bad.
I wasn't shut down. But no, I still stand by what I said. He's playing great. He's playing great hockey, but he's not doing what we currently
Matthews of last year. Yeah.
No, 30 goals in 60-something games is great, but in a shortened season, that COVID year in 55 games, he had over 40 goals. So I'm not taking back anything I said. If anything, he's proving me right.
If anything, we're doubling down. My bad. Apology rescinded.
Stupid comment. Hopefully Camp and McCabe are okay. Definitely McCabe. I don't think it's too serious. I think he skated today, but he's probably not going to play Florida tomorrow, which I wouldn't be surprised. But hopefully he's okay. I don't know what happened to Camp. but McCabe didn't look great. I think he'll
I've
be
always
fine.
loved Camp. And I think he's just
had
got
a tough year.
injuries.
He's okay. I'd rather Robertson in the lineup, especially, I mean, how he played the other game. But it's tough. Yeah, I don't hate him sliding in. I don't mind Holmberg. I hate when they play Holmberg in the top 6. Like, he's a good player, but he's not a top 6 player. I'd put him on the third or fourth line. But yeah, and also say Brendan Carlo is getting really good. I like his last few games. Really again, he's like a Tanev. He's not going to really get points or anything, but he's a dog. He's huge.
Worst fight of the year though, against him and fucking Bolivier. Horrible.
Oh, that was Benoit.
Oh, was it Benoit?
Yeah, Benoit. I don't know what Benoit was doing. Benny, I respect the hell out of it, but yeah, you got thrown around.
I don't know. It's just horrible.
But yeah, next 2 games for the Leafs: Florida on the 8th, Tampa on the 9th, Montreal on the 12th, then Carolina on the 13th.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch. They had quite a few days off. Not quite yet, but they played 2 games in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I think it's Florida, Tampa, Montreal, Carolina, and then we finish with like Detroit and.
I think we play Florida again.
No, this is the last time we play Florida.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, we're in a good spot, up by 4 points on Tampa. We'll see how it goes. Moving into we're bringing up Matthews. I know this is kind of random, but then Ovechkin broke the record the other day, and it's crazy. Leaf fans, as soon as Ovechkin broke the record, they're like, "Oh, congrats, Ovi! You know who's coming next?" It's like a picture of Matthews, because technically, like, he's on pace to do it. But I don't know, if you're getting 30 goals in 60 games, you're not going to fucking break it. But Matthews' goals per game is 0.64. Ovechkin's is 0.6. So I didn't realize. So Matthews has 398 goals. He has 2 more goals to 400. And so he has 398 goals in 623 games, which is pretty insane. And Ovechkin, when he had 400 goals, he did in 634 games. So slightly better. But again, Ovechkin never really got hurt. Like, he stayed stable his entire career. So, I mean, like... And
he broke his leg this year and was back a month later. He still scored 40 goals.
Like, yes, if you look at the goals per game average, yeah, he's on pace to break it if he plays the same amount of games Ovechkin did. But, like, Matthews, he hasn't had many seasons when he's played over 75, 70 games. So, yeah, on average, yeah, he will. But then people forget that Ovechkin's played, like, 1,200 games. I don't know what Matthews will. I mean, he's only 27. Like, he definitely can, but that's a lot to ask for.
Shout out to Obi for breaking the record. Shout out to Sorokin for taking it on. We skipped over it to shit on Austin Matthews again.
Not shit on, bring up, but yes.
Bring up. Yes. Ilya Sorokin, shout out to him for taking it on the chin like a champ. Anytime, brother, I love you, which is so funny.
That's so good.
Funny. The guys at work were like, "Oh yeah, of course the Russian goaltender let the Russian player score." Also, not confirmed that Ilya Sorokin is Russian. I don't want to.
He is Russian. That's good. Okay, good pull. Right. Good pull. It's and what a rip too. Like, literally, like, power play goal. I wanted it to be a one-timer, but just stops it, risks it, and just absolutely snipes it. It was a bomb. Yeah. People are chirping his Selly. Like, people chirped his Selly. I'm like, dude, he broke the NHL all-time goal record that was there for over 30 years. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I tweeted. Someone tweeted that Ovechkin scoring he said regular season meaningless goal. And I said, LOL, meaningless. So I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, you can hate. We can talk about the Russia thing again. Like, with Dominic Hasek is stirring in his fucking house in Czechia right now. Fucking loser.
Yeah, it's like, it's no one, for the people who like always say records are there to be broken. It was like almost a constant in the NHL that Gretzky's records were never really going to be close to getting touched. Like, you could pretty well say. And for him to actually be able to go out there and do it, and the fact that he tied it in one game, I think it was one game less.
So he broke it in the same amount of games that Gretzky had 894.
Yes. Yeah. So that's
and so he tied it. Yeah.
Tied it with one game less, which is crazy. Exactly. So it's like, for people who want to shit on him, which obviously you're always going to get people who want to shit on like greatness, but like, you can't really.
And he's got a year left. And he's going to play, I feel like, with especially how fun he's having right now. I mean, if Washington were to win this year, which I think they can, even though they actually haven't been playing the greatest, I think he would end up just retiring.
Yeah.
But
Well, there was a thing from him doing a talk show a few years ago. Actually, probably more than a few years ago. I think it was like early
was it Elliot
2010s, maybe
Friedman?
2009. And they asked him, because they were like, if you were to ever catch Gretzky's goal record, what
He's
would
like,
you
I'm
do?
done.
And he was like, retire immediately. Like, never go back on the ice.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about Washington all the time.
How much fun.
Yeah. I think with Washington, I mean, we talk about all the time how surprising they've been. Like, he looks like he's having so much fun. You see him walking to that restaurant and that waitress immediately just gives him 2 beers.
Did you see him immediately crack a beer after breaking it? He walks over. It's like that we have here too. Like Ryan Leonard signs with Washington. Like the amount of fun you have to be a young kid who gets to sign with a team that is a legitimate cup contender, has one of the greatest hockey players, obviously now, to have ever played the game. They have the best pregame. They got Chychrun, who just signed an amazing, or like a big deal, got a ton of money. Like that locker room vibes are through the roof.
Protest, Dylan Strome, Connor McMichael, Rasmus Sandin's playing great. Charlie Lindgren struggling a bit, still a great goalie. Their coach looks like an animal. Looks like a beauty every time they go in the press or the locker room. So no, he may even fucking sign a 1-year deal after next year. We never know, right? Like he's gonna get the 900, probably not the rest of this year, but I mean, I think he's gonna hit this year, so he easily could get 5 more goals. So I want to talk about Gretzky and Janet Gretzky, like Wayne, and I don't know why I said Gretzky and Janet. Wayne and Janet Gretzky. I think I talked about on the golf course. That man has had too much work done on his face. Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's a problem. With
he doesn't move. He
get a taste of LA.
He doesn't. It's just.
Yeah, it's a tough
look.
look.
Like he was talking. It's like he wasn't moving. Have you ever seen like Christmas with the Cranks? Have you seen that movie? No, then it's a tough point. Well, anyways, the scene where like the guy, he gets Botox and it's like he's trying to eat and it just falls out of his mouth. Like it looks horrible. And it's like Janet.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's even Paulina, like she still looks good, but it's like she still looks good, but you can tell like there's nothing to me about that is relatively attractive whatsoever. Yeah. And then if you're a guy, and I mean, more power to you. Do what you want with your own body. I don't care.
Yeah, I want to be aggressive. My mom brings it up all the time. He just didn't look good, and
that's hilarious.
It's a tough one. I
love talking about sports with my mom. Like whenever I talk about the Bills or Josh Allen, my mom's trying to like calm me down most of the time, and I'm like, Mom, you need to let me sit in this.
Yeah. Not too much other hockey. Well, there's 3 Boston College guys signed right after they had that massive upset. Or not massive upset. They lost to Denver. Ryan Leonard with Washington got his first career goal as well, and he's throwing the body too.
Dude,
he dummied that Bruin guy.
Boston, yeah, huge.
Yeah, and then he had a big hit against the Islanders against Cizikas, who's a truck. That was a big hit. Gabe Perreault signed with the Rangers. People are a little bit surprised by that one. I think Ryan Leonard made a lot more sense. I thought maybe Perreault could maybe go into the minors, but I'm still fine with that signing. And then the goaltender, Jacob Fowler. People that were kind of shocked by this one, signs with Montreal. I don't know if you looked up his college stats. They're absolutely absurd. He's like a 1.3 goals against. Like, he's insane. But I don't know. I think he went reported right to Laval. Like, he's not going to play with Montreal this year. He went to Laval. I want to get your opinion on Jalen Chatfield and what happened a few games ago with Washington versus Carolina. The UFC takedown move on Connor McMichael. What are your thoughts on that?
Fighting is always going to be a part of hockey. I really enjoy it, but also it's like you have to also take into account you're not fighting in an octagon with a padded mat. And like obviously I've never fought in the UFC, but like those guys train to be thrown around. Like there are literal drills that people will do on how to fall correctly. Like Tua went and did jiu-jitsu because he was getting so many concussions in the NFL. He learned how to fall correctly. When you're on ice and you throw someone to the ground like that, like I think Craig Button put it best. It's like, it's not a hockey play. Like there's no room for it in hockey. Like if you're going to fight someone. And yeah, obviously like 90% of the fights go to the ground and like someone just wrestles someone down once it's done. But literally like tornadoing someone around to the ground where their head could smack the ice. Like, you could kill someone. I thought it was disgusting.
I hate everything about it. I thought it was horrible. It's not a hockey play. No helmets on. They both know they had no helmets on. Like, there's also a lot of people there are takedowns in hockey. Like, sometimes you maybe just wrestle him down if they have their helmet on, or you grapple his neck, you kind of roll down or whatever. Like, there's ways to end a fight when you're just done with the fight. You kind of just get it in tight, you kind of grab onto him, and you kind of just hold him. I mean, both guys gotta. The players are pretty respectful nowadays. Like, if you can tell you're holding it tight, they're not going to keep swinging on you if that's the case, right? The fact that he put his leg behind his and full on took him down, he could have bashed his skull in the ice. Thank God McMichael had his chin tucked in.
He tucked his chin. Like, it's
people who are saying, like, oh, relax, like it's a hockey fight. That's not a fight. That's not a hockey fight. If he did that with a helmet on, I'm sure people wouldn't care too much about it. He didn't have a helmet on. They both knew they didn't have their helmets on. I thought it was disgusting. I'm surprised he didn't get suspended. I really thought he was going to get a few games because I think that's horrible. And thank God McMichael's fine, but I thought it was brutal. I thought it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was horrible. I couldn't care for it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Chatfield too. He's actually a pretty good defenseman, but I didn't like that play. You know, Brandon Moore kind of downplayed it today. I don't know, because they're playing again. They're playing again, I think, tonight or tomorrow night. And he kind of said, oh, the media is making it a big deal. It's like, well, I mean, it's a pretty big deal. A guy almost got his head fucking smashed in. So, but yeah. Not too much other hockey news. Frozen 4, I think the first game is on the 10th, which I think is Thursday. Denver versus Western Michigan. I mean, Western Michigan had some couple upsets, but they should fucking get worked by Denver. Denver is one of the best teams in the nation. Then Penn State versus BU. Penn State's a good story, but I think BU is just too loaded with Cole Hudson and other guys. I think it's going to be Denver BU, and I think Denver's going to go back to back.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I started watching some more of it ever since we talked about it too. Like,
that Zeev William guy is insane. He's a Minnesota Wild draft pick. He was a Hobie Baker finalist, and their coach is a stud. Their coach is like 30 years old. He's won 2 natties already, about the good chance to win his third. He's won 2 World Junior golds. Like, their coach is an animal. I think a lot of teams who even have solidified coaching, like good coach that they like for a few years, if he became available, because he said he doesn't want to leave anytime soon. If he became available, I think any NHL team would pay him a lot of money. Like, a lot of teams that you'd be shocked, or like, even like, I don't even know. Like, maybe not. Like, what are some teams? Like, Carolina wouldn't, Toronto wouldn't. I don't think Montreal would. Philly would pay him anything he wanted after going through Torts. I think they'd pay him anything he wanted.
Torts.
But yeah.
I love Torts.
I love Torts too. I don't know if you have any other hockey talk. I mean, I was kind of quick there, but next 2 games, I'm actually going to be. We'll talk about it.
Masters.
We will. We'll get through NFL. I'm actually going to be at the Vegas Predators game on Saturday. Going to take some videos there. Sucks that Predators are like a bag of dog shit this year, but we got the tickets thinking that, because everyone thought Nashville was going to be good this year. Like, Sam goes, Marshall, Brady Shea, but they are literally poo. So I might just see Eichel up front. I heard Eichel in person is one of the best players in the world, because I mean, he had such an underrated season. He could hit 100 points this year. Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. But yeah. Some NFL news. We'll switch over to the NFL. Let's see what we got here.
We got Green Bay.
What's the Tush Push ban? What do you? I don't know if we've ever talked about the Tush Push. We might talk about early on with the Super Bowl, but what do you like?
We talked about it during the Washington Green Bay game, and that was I think my penalty box was the fact that the refs were like, if Washington defenders do not stop jumping over or jumping offside, we will award a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's
at the end of the day,
yeah, go ahead.
It's a play. Many teams do it certain ways, and like, you can't say that it doesn't happen in other plays as well, because like, if a running back gets stopped but their legs are still pumping, a lineman will come in and push them. Yep. Like, you can't say that it doesn't happen anywhere else on the football field. But also, it's like, do I think it's fun to sit there and watch some guy stick his hand up Jalen Hurts' ass? No, not one bit. I do not enjoy it whatsoever. I would rather see Saquon or like AJ Brown like make a catch or run a touchdown in. I feel like it's going to be tough for it to get banned, though, because you've seen
what rule can you
adapt to it.
What can you say as a rule that would enforce that but not ruin too much of the game? You
could technically, like, you would have to say that, because the way that you would have to almost, like, you can't ban a formation, and you can't ban, like, you could just ban the tush push, but you could still have two guys lined up behind him and like have a package of plays out from that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like I don't see it getting banned. I don't think there's any like statistics saying that it's a super dangerous play. Obviously it is, but there's no one really been coming out from it. Like this was the whole thing, because what they used to do, I think Vrabel talked about it when he was with the Patriots. Like he would line up behind the guys on field goal attempts, and he would line up behind the D lineman and just push them through and try to get through to block a field goal. So it's like that ended up getting banned because I believe dangerous play, long snapper can't move, et cetera, et cetera. But like this is like, and it's also so tough because you have so many linemen lined up on the line of scrimmage. Like it's hard to tell if anyone's actually offside. Yeah. Jason Kelce even came out and said like when he was down, he would be in a 4-point stance and snap the ball. So it's like, it's hard to tell if anyone is actually offside. Like I don't see it getting banned, but I can see the NFL coming out making some kind of workaround of like, you can't push someone from behind on the line of scrimmage, but like that's so precise that like you'd have to like actually fully think about like what would make sense without affecting other plays on the football field.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand what like the official ruling in the rule book would say that would help prevent it without ruining certain other plays too much. But I agree. I don't think it'll happen, and sucks to suck. That's what I say. I think it's pretty like 50-50.
Good at it. Like the Bills think because Josh Allen's 6'4", 240, they can fucking get Ty Johnson to line up behind him and push him. It's like no. The way that it works is you got a tight end, you got a running back. They line up. One guy gets one cheek, one guy gets the other cheek, and they just run a train on Jalen Hurts. Sorry, it's the truth.
That's true.
Speaking of the Bills.
So contract talks with James Cook has ended after he demanded $15 million. Bean just said, "Go fuck yourself," and it's going to end. It's going to end right there. He's going to play out this season, and he didn't close the door on what would happen. Obviously, you never want to do that, but yeah. I'll let you take the wheels on that one.
It's like I understand where he's coming from. You're going into your final year of your contract. You want to make sure, considering the season that you had, you want to make sure that you get paid if you have a regression year, whatever. That's not a locker room guy to me. Like. No, there's not a guy that I want. Like, I want him on the team because I do love him as a running back. I loved him when he was in Georgia. Like, I think he's awesome. But you want $15 million a year. Saquon gets paid $20. McCaffrey gets paid like 19.6. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, the running back market reset a little bit considering those two like contracts. But it's also like, you're not. I would consider him top 10. Like I would love to say top 5, but like I'm trying to put bias aside. Yeah. Considering the year he had, I think you could maybe go top 5, but like 15 mil, considering the extensions the Bills did this year, like I'm super happy with the offseason. I'm so happy that we ended up signing Benford. Like I would love to see Rasul Douglas back, even though I was kind of iffy on him at the end of the year. I think him and Benford just have a really great connection. But like, yeah, fuck off. 15 million, yes, you scored fucking 15 touchdowns. You had a great year. You ran for 1,009 yards. Saquon ran for over 2,000 yards.
It's also like, just the way he's handling it too. You can want whatever you want, really, right? But it's just like, he's kind of handling a baby and just.
Well, he put his house on the market and fucking everyone's taking it. And it's like, you know what? If you aren't happy, there's so many running backs in this draft. There's running backs to go out and get. I'm happy with Ty Johnson. I think Ray Davis is really going to take a step up this year as well. Like, I think handling it this way is just, it's not great. And even if you sign an extension, I don't think it puts a great precedent forward with the team of like, obviously we want you to get paid. Like, it's not that I don't want James Cook to get paid. This type of money is generational money for these players who statistically come from not amazing situations. And I completely am for everyone getting paid, but also at the same time, it's like a business. It's like, you got to realize like you want 15 million, settle for 12. Like even 12 is a lot for a running back as of right now. Right. So I don't know. Like, fuck off.
Moving on here. Joe Milton to Dallas.
Yeah. I love this for Dallas.
5th round pick. I like Joe Milton. I think he's crazy athleticism. And you see what LaShawn McCoy said?
He said, he's like, you better watch out. That boy can ball.
I mean, he had a really good last game of the season, but last game of the season doesn't really mean dick. But I like him, 5th-round pick. They lost Cooper Rush, so I mean, again, I'm pretty high on Dak, but I think it's a good backup for Joe Milton in case Dak's ankle decides to blow up again.
I'm not high on Dak. Like,
Oh,
I think this makes a ton of sense, and I love, for as much as I hate New England, I love that they fielded calls from the Steelers, the Eagles, the Browns, like a bunch of different teams, and they wanted to send him to a situation that he wanted to go to. Dallas is an amazing situation. You get to work with a real, true number one wide receiver in CD Lamb. You know, Dallas needs a running back, and you're dealing with kind of a fucking decrepit old owner. But like, I really love this. And like Joe Milton, the throws he made against the Bills second stringers were amazing. And I agree with you. I agree with you. I think like he's an amazing athletic talent. Like I really love it for Dallas. And I agree with LaShawn McCoy. Like Dak better watch out. He's been hurt over the last couple years. He hasn't played well. You know, I do think he could have a good future in Dallas.
I agree. Geno Smith extended 2 years, $75 million. Congrats to Geno. I'm excited to see Vegas this year. I think we talked about Vegas a few times. I would love for them to get Gentry. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if they need Gentry, but we'll see. I'm seeing a lot of Gentry that's 6 to Vegas. I mean, we talk about like the updated mock draft like every episode. I didn't put in a link this time because I really did a lot because we still have like 3 more episodes till that comes out because the draft's I think 24th and 25th.
Yeah.
Most recent one I saw one where Jackson Dart to the Jets. That's
Like I've been high on Jackson Dart, but I'm not.
That's why I want to get your
Like I've been high on Jackson Dart, but
too?
like if you're the Jets, you're not taking a quarterback when you just signed. Yes, you signed Justin Fields to a 1-year contract. I mean, you could take a quarterback, and they probably will, but like shore up. What like on paper, their team is good. That's like, I'm not even, I hate the fucking Jets. And I like kind of want the Jets to be successful. Like I want the AFC East to be a tough division. Like I really do.
It's better.
You know, and like, I really love the Aaron Glenn signing. I think what they've kind of done in the offseason has been okay, but to take Jackson Dart that early, like I think you can get him late. Like I don't think you need to waste a pick that early.
Yeah. Chad Reuter, who's a NFL draft analysis, who's been pretty high touted. They obviously Cam Ward won. I'm pretty sure Cam Ward Tennessee is almost solidified.
I think that's
point.
a lock. Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot more Travis Hunter to Cleveland. I'm hearing that's kind of making some rumblings around. I think they don't like the QB market. I don't know if they want another edge rusher in Abdul Carter, and I think they're just going to take a risk at Travis Hunter and see if his kind of two-way game or just his strict quarterback game kind of translates well to the NFL. And you see his route running video. Travis Hunter's
dude, he in his pro day, there was one guy, he's like a Colorado Buffalo fucking super fan. He was like, look at this route by Travis Hunter, and he runs a jab step out. He goes up, jabs in, and goes out. And I was like, yeah, good route. You're playing against the NFL corners. You don't think they've seen a fucking out before? I think there's a lot of people saying that he didn't do any backpedaling during his pro day, none of that. So it's like there's a lot of people saying that he would prefer to play wide receiver, and it's like I've been wrong with so many of these takes, especially like I was wrong about Lamar Jackson, I was wrong about a whole bunch of other fucking draft picks, but it's like I think packages for him and then put him at corner.
And then I think Sanders to the Giants is almost pretty much locked up. I do think they like him. I think, again, I've never been that high on Sanders, but I do think him to the Giants.
Did you see Deion talking about it with him? He goes, boy, if you go to the Giants, you're going to be in a church before you go out for a game. You got Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. Yeah, I don't know.
This guy has Abdul Carter going to the Patriots, which, I mean, that's scary for the Patriots. That. I mean, it's a guy who arguably, without his injury issues, could easily go number one, the best edge rusher in the draft, to going to, I mean, a team with Mike Vrabel and everything. Like, I think that's a scary addition for the Patriots.
I hate that.
Mason Graham to Jacksonville, Ashton Genty to the Raiders, Jackson Dart to the Jets. I mean, Tyler Warren to Carolina. I don't hate that for Carolina. Some more weapons. I think they need more defense help, but I also don't hate him going to the Panthers as well.
I think they could be like an 8-win team this year, 8 or 9.
I think he really balled out again. Like they were kind of like the Bengals. They kind of won games or lost games, 35-32 at the end of the season. But I think they're a lot.
Bengals this week.
That was a daily or a weekly occurrence.
We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Just if you're a Bengals fan, you know my feelings.
Yeah, you love him. Aaron Glenn, he wants to take his kind of the Lions approach to the Jets, or not the Lions, but like kind of the dual or even 3 running back approach, right? And I mean, Breece Hall, you could argue he had a down year, or he maybe definitely had a down year, especially with the high expectations where, a top 5 fantasy player. I don't think he was horrible. I just think he had high expectations.
He had high expectations because he's like an explosive type of back.
Yeah. And just, again, I mean, I think he kind of spoke highly on Breece Hall, but he also said, like, if something's out there, he's not like he kind of hinted if there's a move out there, he'll do it. You know what I mean? If a team would actually willing to do it. I mean, we don't see running backs get too much value back in trades. I can't remember the last big trade that happened for a running back. It was probably McCaffrey. What the fuck was that?
That's Taylor's old roommate Emily's over, and I don't know. They're just chatting.
They're excited about Aaron Glenn, man, and the fucking
They're
Jets,
really excited about it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the last kind of big running back move was McCaffrey that actually caused some noise. Like, I don't really know what he'd go for. You don't really see him going for too much. But I don't know. Do you think he's on the move? Do you think how much you think?
Give me Breece Hall. Give me Breece Hall.
What would you give up for it?
For Breece Hall?
Like running backs don't go for like a first round pick.
Like a 2026 third, and a 2027 fourth, or like a 2026 third and a 2027 third. I think probably 2 picks, considering how touted he is and how explosive he can be, and like obviously he does have some resume. So like I think you could probably get some back, but I don't think or like maybe a 1-for-1, like a running back for a running back, but they would have to be like, you would have to be. I don't want to trade fucking James Cook. If I had to trade James Cook to the fucking New York Jets and had to face James Cook twice a year, I for real would be yelling into my TV wanting him to. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah,
it wouldn't be the first time. I don't know why you're shocked. I mean, you've done that for some. You've done that for less. So, all right. Some other 2 retirements. Taron Armstead retires. Congrats to you. I don't know if I even said his name right, but attaboy. Julio Jones, one of the best. I mean, no disrespect to Julio. I honestly thought he's been out of the league for a while now, but Julio Jones retires. What more like the last few teams he's been on? I swear to God, I thought he was already like retired.
I didn't think
you can come on anytime.
I didn't think you were gonna bring up how you were kind of shitting on him before, and I thought you were just gonna say one of the best wide receivers to do it.
He is one of the best wide receivers ever. I mean, he spent 9 years with the Falcons, through 2-time first team All Pro, 3-time second team All Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl, and 2-time NFL receiving yards leader, NFL receptions co-leader, and all decade team. And yeah, I mean, he's one of the best of all time.
Yeah, he's
6th round pick back in 2011 from Alabama. Is he top 5 all time?
I don't think so.
You say no? You don't think so? Who's your top 5?
I'm just trying to think.
Give me one.
You'd have to go.
Give me one.
Jerry
Rice gotta be 1. Yep.
Jerry Rice.
Randy?
Probably put Randy up there.
Randy, I'd go Calvin. I'd arguably have Calvin number 1, but Calvin top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Those top 3 are like kind of interchangeable a little bit.
I think you gotta throw T.O. in there.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Probably 5. I mean, I'm trying to think of some other legends.
You could put him 5. You could put him 5.
I don't really know who else.
There's definitely
some old timers like this fucking.
Yeah, there's definitely someone I'm forgetting.
I mean, there's Chris Carter, but I don't know I would say he's top 5. But he's obviously like Hall of Famer.
You could say like, who's the guy who played for the Rams with Kurt Warner?
Oh, not Percy Harvin. Is it Isaac Bruce?
Yes, you can say Isaac Bruce.
I'm taking Julio over Isaac Bruce. I mean, you're right. I never heard much about Isaac, but a guy who else. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, a guy else, you arguably could say top 5 with longevity, like Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, you arguably could put him at 5 too.
So you could put Julian Edelman up there, even though he's a bit of a slot receiver. Like,
wild.
All right, we'll just
I love
forget that.
I mean, he's not even top 25 in receiving yards or reception. Like, I don't know.
All right, fine. All right.
No, all due respect, one of the best slot receivers of all time. But I don't know about that.
Julian, just know I'm a Bills fan. I'd love to come on the podcast. Though.
And Steve Smith Sr. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of guys.
There's a ton. You can put him top 5. Yeah,
he is down there for receiving yards though. He's like 15th, but you're talking about just like best on best 1 year prime. He's like Calvin.
If you're just doing straight 1-on-1s, yeah,
he's there.
I love Case Keenum.
Vikings legend, babe.
Yeah, and he backed up at the Bills. Gotta love it.
He played for a lot of teams. That's pretty much it for NFL talk. I don't know if you want. I know we've been dying to get to the Masters here. I think it's time to.
Let's talk about the Masters, please.
All right. Well, first, before the Masters. Yeah, me too. I am up 6-4 now. In our little PGA draft here, we both picked some tough players. I had Spieth and Batia and Fitzpatrick. Both Batia and Fitzpatrick got cut. Jackson had Sam Burns, Corey Connors, and Ludwig. Burns and Ludwig. Ludwig is so up and down, even though he's like the 5th best odds to win the Masters.
He's so hot and cold.
Yeah, Connors kind of finished slightly out of the top 10, and Spieth kind of just passed him. So I'm up 6-4 now. On to the Masters. I think majors in the Masters definitely account for more. Do we make it count for like 2, or what do you want to do? Or do you want to actually make an actual bet here?
No, yeah, let's just make a bet. Let's do like $20 or case of beer. Case of beer.
We'll still obviously count it towards our score.
Yeah, but case
of beer. Did you hear about? Do you know who I don't know if it's Angel Cabrera is?
Yes.
Argentinian legend. So he won on the champion tour this past weekend. His first win since serving 2 years in prison for I don't know. It was like theft, drug trafficking, or something. It was a bunch of stuff. Drug trafficking. So I mean, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure it was drug trafficking.
Yeah, he was in 2 years. I mean, for whoever don't know, he's an Argentinian golf legend. He's probably one of the only pro Argentinian golfers. Him and Emiliano.
It wasn't drug trafficking. He's found guilty of numerous charges that include assault, theft, and illegal intimidation against former girls.
All right, so
he's number 1 pick this week.
All right, so yeah, he's a Masters winner. He won in 2009. He also lost in a playoff to Adam Scott a few years later. He also won a U.S. Open. So I mean, he's definitely a legend. But I didn't know about that. But moving on.
I love the Masters. Did you see Scotty's dinner?
Dude, that dinner looked. I don't know how you can fit all that. I mean, I could.
Let me tell you something. The Masters winner is like Hideki's was awesome because obviously it's like sushi, food from Japan. Then John Rahm's was all Spanish food. Amazing. Like to just be a part of that would be you know what, this sucks to say. I love Rory. I hope he wins. I think his dinner would be on the lower end of the tiers.
It'd be fucking dog shit. It'd be dog shit on a plate. That's really what it would be. I'll read off his list here. So appetizers. The dinner is actually tomorrow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So he's got firecracker shrimp, sweet Thai chili and sriracha mayo. Yes, please. Cheeseburger sliders, Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites. Jesus Christ. First course, Texas style chili. Yes, please. Main course. This is where it gets you. Wood fire cowboy ribeye with the family style macaroni and cheese, or blackened redfish. If you choose a redfish over wood fired cowboy ribeye, you got problems. Then nice little warm chocolate chip skillet cookie to end off the night. That is just unbelievable.
I haven't eaten dinner and I'm starving.
Yeah,
I'm starving.
I love the Masters. It's probably the toughest course on the PGA, probably toughest course in the world. I was listening to this other podcast, and I don't know how they calculate this, but each course on the PGA has like a slope rating, right? It basically means a difficulty. Like I think an average course or maybe average PGA course is like 113, 110. I don't know how they calculate that. I don't know what that means, but that just means that's what's the average PGA. So the Masters is not officially recorded, I don't think. Again, it's that mysterious thing that always keeps about the Masters. That's why the Masters are so awesome. There's rumors that it's probably around a 140 or 150 slope rating. Which, again, I don't know what it means, but I know it's like 40 higher than a regular course.
Course rating process requires a course rating team to evaluate 10 obstacles and effective length corrections for every hole. So they base it off of a scratch golfer and a bogey golfer. So course rating and evaluation of the overall difficulty of the golf course under normal conditions and weather for a scratch golfer, the figure is equal to the average of the better half of a scratch golfer score. So an amateur who plays a 0.0 handicap index, the standard stroke play qualifiers competing in the United States Amateur Champion, whatever. A male scratch golfer hits his tee shot around 250 yards, reaches a 470-yard hole in 2 shots. So they base it off of like a scratch and then a bogey. It's probably not the same for a PGA. Slope rating is an indication of the relative difficulty of golf courses for players who are not scratch players compared to players who are. Lowest slope rating on a course is 55 and the highest is 155. A golf course of standard playing difficulty has a slope rating of 113.
Yeah. So
what that means
Masters is probably the 150. So yeah. But anyway, it's the toughest course I'll agree in the world. That, I mean, if opening tee shots is opening tee shot and 18 tee shot might be the hardest on the course. Both just narrow and obviously first hole and then
Amen corner is just
Amon's corner is insane.
Amen corner.
My favorite hole, arguably my favorite hole is number 2. My favorite hole is number 2. The massive par 5 that's uphill, then goes straight downhill, dogleg left, bunkers all around it. I remember when I was young. I was just going to say his albatross on the final day, which actually put him, like, I think, in the top 5. But yeah, I love that hole. Louis Shoes ever won?
Yes, yeah, he won the Masters that year. God, you're about to look so dumb.
No, he didn't. You're so fucking stupid. Oh, he never won. He won the Open, never won the Masters. I'm looking at it right now. Look it up. You're 0 for 2 today. Dumb bitch. You fucking idiot. He tied for second in 2012, which was when he hit the albatross. So you're almost there, but no, you're so fucking. You keep typing all you want and keep researching. I'm looking at it right now. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's fine. Yeah, no, yeah, fuck, yeah. You're 0 for 2 today.
Let's pick.
Let's make it 0 for 3 just to say fuck you.
Let's pick.
So I have the first pick, which is unbelievable. I know, I'm 6-4. I got to pick first for the Masters. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, suck Scotty off some more.
I am cheering all I can for Rory. I love Rory so much.
You're gonna pick Scotty. You're gonna pick Scotty. Fuck off. You love Rory so much.
Can I have my moment?
You can have your moment, sorry.
I'm probably still gonna put money on Rory. I think we have money on Rory. We have that kind of 3-way bet. We have.
My dad has $100 on Rory, and then I have another 50, and then we have the 3-way bet.
There we go. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm probably gonna buy a ticket if he's in the running on the Sunday as well. So I love Rory, but I have to go with Scotty. He's the last 3 years he's been the most dominant Masters player. I mean, he's been top 5 the past 3 years. So he's plus 400 odds right now. I'm taking Scotty number 1.
Give me Rory. No explanation.
It's his time. He's playing great golf right now. He was there basically a month ago scouting the course. It's his time. If I have to lose a Rory, I'll be happy. He's plus 650, Rory. This is where it gets dicey. Rahm's third at plus 1400. If I want John, give me Morikawa plus 1600.
Give me Koepka.
So what makes you pick Koepka? Plus 3100.
I used to hate him. I like him.
There's another guy from Liv who I really want to go with, but I just don't know. You know who I'm thinking of?
I swear to fuck, if it's Phil, I'll kill you.
No. It's Joaquin Niemann. I'm high on this guy, and he's been dominating Liv, and he's playing great. He's actually almost top 10 odds right now, but I'm gonna go with Rahm. I think he's been top 10 in every single Liv event he's been in. I think he won the Masters 2 years ago. Give me Rahm. Yeah, I just can't. So you have Rory and you have Koepka. Who's your last guy here? A lot of good options here.
Fuck it, give me Xander. I was in between Xander and Patrick Cantlay.
Ooh, okay.
Oberg, he plays well in majors, but Patrick Cantlay plays pretty consistent golf, and I do not like watching him play golf. I like to call him Patrick Can't Play, even though he's very good at golf.
For a third
But-
pick in this, you want a guy you know is going to get like top 15-ish, top 20, and Patrick Cantlay is going to do that. In
The
my
problem
opinion.
with
He's
this
always done
course
that
is
in
just so
majors.
tough.
It's so hard.
But yeah, give me Xander.
Thing with Bryson, like I was debating on honestly Bryson too, but I mean he played really well. I can't remember if it was last year or the
I
year
wanted to say
before,
Bryce.
but just yeah, he hasn't won anything since the U.S. Open. Nothing on Live. He hasn't won anything. So I mean, again, we can take live golf with a grain of salt, but yeah, I mean, I was debating on walking. I was not even thinking Justin Thomas. The fact that he's top 10, arguably top 5, I think it's insane. He's not playing horrible golf, but he's done horribly at the Masters. I think he's only made like 2 cuts, so I'm surprised he's that high. Especially if he's having a better start to the year. I mean, the last 3 years, obviously, Doc how struggling he's been, but the fact that he's like 6th, 7th best odds is a little crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah. Who I saw this other podcast do this. Who is a threesome coming on the back 9, or at least going into aim and corner that you would die to see? And not just like the best golf, just 3 guys that are a mix of good golf, would love to win, and just one of your favorite golfers. Who are 3 guys you'd love to see?
Do they have to be playing this year? Or just like
current players right now. We can do both. Current players going to aim and corner. They're 1, 2, and 3, and they're paired together going to that final day. Who would you like to see?
Scotty, Rory, and Brooks Koepka.
Those are some big hitters. Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, you have to go Rory. Again, I want Rory to win. I go Rory. I mean, it's hard not to say Rory and Scotty. But I'll go Rory, Auberg, and Bryson.
All right. If we're
Got
going
some
to
live versus PGA, but yeah, what's your all time? I mean, I think we're all gonna have the same, but go ahead.
Tiger, Rory, and fucking Jack Nicklaus.
All right. I'd probably go, Tiger, Rory, and just, I mean, I know you're gonna hate it. Give me Tiger, Rory, and Phil.
Fucking degenerate gambler.
We're not.
I don't have $100 million to fucking gamble with. Phil does, and he lost a lot of money, and he looks like a fucking old, decrepit old man, and I hope he fucking shoots 70 over and fucking gets cut. I used to love Phil. I hate him.
It's just because of Liv? Like, why do you hate Phil?
No, I just hate him. I don't know why I hate him.
All right.
Actually, scratch. Give me John Daly, Tiger, and Phil. I would watch that. That would be.
Give me Daly in the lead and Phil and Tiger just struggling to try and get him. That's what I want. And he's having a Miller Lite and having a dart. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we can't wait for the Masters. Those are some 2 heavy hitter squads right there. A lot on the line. Some nice premium beer on the line. And I can't wait to just be in Vegas and just be watching that on the Sunday. I can't wait.
That's so huge for you.
That is big. That is big. If you want, we can split on a Rory ticket in Vegas and see how it goes.
All right.
We have like 2 Rory tickets each. All right, you ready to wrap this up with all the segments?
Yes, sir. Let's do it quick.
Do you want to start off with the belly box?
Yes, James Cook. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Right.
Yeah, there's not even football season and my blood is boiling. Let's get to your penalty box because I want to talk about this.
So I mentioned it in the first 5 minutes of this podcast. We went golfing yesterday. Me and Jackson played a match versus our good friends Chris and Nick. They had a match. Their match was a bit more documented. That's what I kind of followed more. They're not good golfers, which I don't care if you're a good golfer or good golfer. I'm not good. We're not good golfers ourselves. Like I'll shoot in the hundreds every now and then. I think their handicap is around like 50 each.
Yeah, they just
I would say
handicap.
It's just they're not in. Again, that doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't care about that. It's the chit chatting, the constant chit chatting, and it's the pace of play. It's unbelievable how slow these fuckers are. It is unbelievable. Again, if you keep chunking shots, shanking shots, I hit a tree 3 times in one fucking hole. Like I understand it takes a while. If you're that high of a handicap, you don't need to. So chunk your shot, step back, think of what you need to do, wait for 20 seconds, hang over the ball for 30 more seconds, then chunk it again. I don't need that. None of us need that. It's in the fact, Nick's the worst at that. Nick takes forever to hit the ball. And we keep telling him, when were his best shots?
So we get to 17
Yeah.
Ryan and I both go left of the green, just a little short. Basically have the same chip shot. Ryan put his probably like 15 feet, and then I put mine to probably about like 6 or 7.
That's good putt, good chip.
Right before I was about to hit my chip shot, Nick yells out to Chris. I saw that as Chris is whacking away in the bushes, and their match is already over. Their match is done. They don't have anything to play for anymore.
Chris was up
Chris has his
3 going
wood out.
17.
He has his 3 wood out in the fucking bushes. And it's like, again, I do not care if you're a bad golfer. That's one thing. Everyone is like, you're playing fucking leisurely golf. It is not a sport. We don't make millions of dollars. There's not a ton of money on the line. Just shut the fuck up when other people are over their ball. And yes, you're new to the game. Completely understand. But like, there was one point we were on a par 5, and both Ryan and I had birdie putts, and Nick just unknowingly, not even a foot in front of my ball, stepped directly on my line. And yes, I know we just said we're leisurely golfers, but if you're a leisurely golfer and you have a fucking birdie putt, that's the one. Like, if I had a bogey putt, step all over my line, I don't care. Yeah, probably help me.
And with the yelling too, like, it's for us as well. Like, it's annoying, but then there's golfers, there's holes everywhere. Like, they hear that, and maybe there's 5 people who could be about to take a putt or a shot as well. And it's on the greens. It kind of made me the most mad. Like, you're reading a putt and you're about to putt, and I just hear you can whisper, you can talk, but it's just like, their whisper is like, "Hey Chris, what'd you get there?" And it's just like, I'm about to putt here.
You want to talk about one thing that never made me so mad?
Oh my God.
We'd be in the middle of a fairway and they'd be like, "What shot are you on?" And then the one person would be addressing the ball and they'd stop and count how much, like, in your head. And I've played golf for a while, but it is easy to figure out how many shots you're on. And yes, maybe like the in 1, out 2, shooting 3, in 2, out 3, shooting 4 is not that easy for some people, especially when you first start golf. But like, let's not just stop the fucking game to count how many shots we're on, especially when you're in the middle of the fairway on a par 4 and you're at fucking 9 shots.
And also, like, I understand, sometimes the putts matter, so you need to know what your score is. But at the same time, it's like, play the hole, and then we can figure out the score afterwards, especially when there's people waiting for us. And it's just, so it's the combination of the chit-chatting on the green, which needs to be down to a minimum. Again, I know we keep talking about all these things that pisses us off, but we're not too stickler about the game. But it's just the constant chatting and the constant talking at the worst possible times. And then I back off. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "There's a clear reason what I'm doing right now." And
it also did not help. Both of us had not eaten. Ryan was looking forward to going fucking home to have ribs. I was going home to have wings. And then it was cold. And you're just like, man.
And our back then wasn't the greatest. It was not the greatest. So yeah, they're in my penalty box. We're gonna teach them. I don't know how often I can go golfing with those clowns, but they're gonna get better.
Love the boys. Don't hate them.
Yeah, some of us do. Yeah, it's just we gotta teach them a bit, and it's just I don't know. It's they'll figure it out. It's honestly it's the pace of play in length more than the chit chatting. It's how long it takes for them. Nick is just thinking of every bad thing that's ever happened to him before every shot. His mental game is the worst I've ever seen. But yeah, that's my penalty box. Both those fucking clowns.
All right, let's move on. We can talk about it forever.
All right. I just keep going. Okay, lock of the week. So I'm 1 for 11. I'm in a tough situation right now, but I won my first bet in a while over the weekend, and I said that Jackson, and I was fired up. It was a pretty simple bet, but I finally hit. Today, I'm very confident about this one. So on Bet365, it has a single game parlay where you can boost it by 50%. So I took that to my advantage. So I'm actually going to try to do more research on my bets and actually say why I'm doing these bets to just blurring them out loud. So Tampa plays New York, a big game for both teams. New York needs a win because Montreal's buzzing right now.
Currently up 3.
Okay, so my bet could already be hit right now. This would be monumental for the program. Let's see here. My bet I think already hit.
There we go.
One more. Okay. Wait. No, not yet. But Cooch, 1 assist. He's one of the best passers in the game, in my opinion, if not the best passer. He's had assists in 4 of the last 5 games and 9 in that span. He had back-to-back games earlier the week he had 3 and 3 assists. Braden Point, 1 point. He already has a point, and he has 7 points in the last 5 games, points in 4 of the last 5. And finally, Kucherov, 3 shots. He already has 2 in the first period, so
Huge.
looking good there. And last game, he's averaged 4.6 shots over the last 5 games, so I'm looking good. Kucherov already has a goal and assist. Point has 2 points, and Kucherov has 2 shots, so looking good there. But I've been beat worse, so not gonna say anything yet. But that's a good start. Jackson, 4-8. That's a very respectable record. What are you going with tonight?
I got Florida money line in the national championship or whatever, March Madness. And then Walter Clayton Jr., 25 plus points. He has been absolutely going off all March Madness.
Yeah. He's been insane.
I think it's tough because Florida, like the money line is Florida's favorited -115 and Houston's a -105. So like, and it's tough. Like college basketball could go anyway, but yeah, that's literally it. It's like $5 to pay out fucking 20.
Yeah, that's mine. $5 to pay 20. But if those odds weren't, again, that's also 50% boosted. So that's why I did so low odds and I wanted that. All right, yeah. So bet the farm now. Probably my lowest bet the farm, but I'm actually very confident about it. So I got Florida money line. Florida's been the best team all season for my research. I think this is like the 2 top defenses in the nation too. So I took the under as well. The under was 140.5, so it's definitely going to be tight, but I do like the under there. Walter Clayton plus 20 points. He's been absolutely balling. I think that's a lock. LJ Cryer plus 20 points. I don't even know who that is. Walter Clayton Jr., 3+ assists. And then Milos Uzan, no idea, 3+ assists. And then, again, like Tampa Bay money line's already early payout. There we go. I have, this is the only one that I'm kind of nervous about. I have the Blues over the Jets. But Jets are the best teams in the league, but the Blues are actually underdogs, even though they've won 12 games in a row. So that's an insane game. I may have to turn that on before the national championship. I got Calgary over San Jose, -220. Not too worried about that. Edmonton -155 against Anaheim. And I got the Kings -240 against the LA Kings. LA Kings against Seattle -240. Instead of 20-cent bet, Jackson, $1 bet to win just shy of $900.
We have pretty close to the exact same. I got Florida money line over Houston. Walter Clayton, 20 plus points. I took Alex Condon, 8+ rebounds. Don't know who that is. Walter Clayton, 3+ assists. Took the Kings over the Kraken. The Oilers over the Ducks. The Flames over the Sharks. The Blues over the Jets.
Ooh.
And then I fucked up. This is where I fucked up. Took the Rangers.
Ooh, that's already an early payout for your boy over here.
If I didn't take the Rangers, I was so confident. There's 5 to pay out 900 though.
I'm confident about my man. Like, I mean, the Florida one is all kind of the iffy one. St. Louis, that's tough. But Carolina, Edmonton, LA, I'm all expecting to win. And yeah, I mean, that would, you know how nice that would be to win $900 before Vegas? I mean, that could be dangerous. I may not come back.
That'd be huge.
The fact that I have $900, tax returns coming soon, and I get paid on Friday.
Huge.
You may this may be the last episode, but just kidding. This has been a good one. A little bit shorter. I mean, a little bit short, still an hour and 10. Our podcast will still be going next week. It's definitely going to be a tough Tuesday night record, then edit immediately after, but I'm going to get it done. That's what my job is. That's what I get paid to do. I don't get paid anything. Yep. Well, it's great talking, Jackson. This is going to be one of the best weeks of my life, best weekends of my life. Masters weekend. Very excited. Go follow Buds Mafia. Well, follow Buds and Pucks on Instagram, X, and TikTok, as well as Buds Mafia on Spotify and YouTube, and where y'all get your other podcasts. Jackson, shout out your band and where you're doing this weekend again for the last time before we go.
Mount Emo Rattlers, Absinthe in Hamilton, April 12th. Be there, be square.
There it is. There it is, baby. If you're not there, I don't know what you're doing. As long as you're in Vegas.
As long as you're in Vegas. Yes, sir.
All right. Great talking, Jackson. Hopefully talk to you soon. And ball out this weekend, all right? Send lots of pics. I'll put them on Buds.
Yes, sir. Cheers, brother.
Fakes left. Now taken off.